This is the 69th Filmfare Award. It will be Varun's favorite. It is 69th, and next year will be the 70th, which will be my favorite because last 7 is my lucky number.
Everyone's boss is from Gujarat. It's true. Like Karan said when he hosted for the first time, Janvi was 4 years old that time. So I've come on stage, the lights are shut, the lights come on and the music just stopped midway. And bang in front of me, I see Mr. Salman Khan just watching me like that. And I have got so scared.
So ironic, that year there was Alia, Varun and Sid all debuted and none of them won the debut award. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's such an honor to be here today. My heartfelt thank you to the to everyone part of Gujarat tourism for actually making a huge place in their hearts for us at Filmfare and the entire Bollywood fraternity. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Harit Shukla. Thank you for being such a spine and support to Bollywood and, of course, to brand Filmfare. This is the 69th Filmfare Award. It will be Varun's favorite. It is 69th, and next year will be the 70th, which will be my favorite because last 7 is my lucky number. So I'm very thrilled that I'm actually hosting on this absolutely spectacular moment in time, going to Gujarat, celebrating with the land of culture, tradition, and now empowerment and economic growth. It just makes it the best location because what we are looking for, what is cinema? Cinema is two things. It's culture, is displaying our culture on celluloid, and huge economic growth at the cinema halls. And that is what Gujarat stands for. So ladies and gentlemen, we could not be in a better location.
Appearance at the Filmfare Awards where you were not given tickets, but you came on someone else's ticket.
I actually came on Arpita's ticket, I remember. And Salman bhai was performing and I wanted to, and very last minute, I decided to come. Obviously, I didn't know Jitesh back then. And, sorry? No, my first performance ever was also Filmfare. Yeah. But he's talking when I attended Filmfare for the first time. In 2001, like Karan said when he hosted for the first time, Janvi was 4 years old that time. So, you just said I was 4. Because you asked me. I just wanted to know so I can say this joke. But anyway. So, but she was.
It's just getting back to me. Yes, she is 26 years younger than me, and I'm very proud of that fact.
Yeah, but genuinely, I think when you think about Filmfare, when you think of hosting, obviously you've had Mr. Shah Rukh Khan, you've had Saif Ali Khan, who have done a wonderful job, and Karan Johar as well. I always get glued to the TV. I used to when Karan used to host, and then now for the last couple of years, he's not been hosting. So it's going to be great to see him back on the stage, and he's going to. It's a comeback. It's a comeback. Yeah. Don't call it a comeback, but it's a comeback of sorts, yes. And he's going to take over the stage in Gujarat. Some censorship rules will be placed, but besides that, it's going to be great because Karan's a great host, a great host, and if he doesn't like you, he'll be a great ghost also, as in ghost you. But I think just seeing him on stage, it's going to be the most entertaining Filmfare, I think, in the last decade or so. I vouch that this one's going to be the best one.
Varun, tell us about your first performance at Filmfare.
Why didn't you say it?
I remember there was a technical glitch that was
It's so ironic, that year there was Alia, Varun and Sid all debuted and none of them won the debut award.
We did, yeah.
And it was their first performance. And ironically, Ayushmann won.
Ayushmann won. He deserved it.
Of course, it was fantastic.
I was just excited that I got to perform that year. And you didn't, Alia and Sid didn't perform, Ayushmann didn't perform. Did Ayushmann perform that year?
All three of you performed.
No. You're talking about screen.
Oh, screen you all performed.
See, this is the love he has.
I don't know. You all were everywhere that year.
I remember.
You remember.
But there was a glitch, and when I was going for my performance, I've come on stage, the lights are shut, the lights come on, and the music just stopped midway. And bang in front of me, I see Mr. Salman Khan just watching me like that. And I have got so scared because I'm like, music band ho gaya, मैं क्या करूँ, नाचूँ, क्या करूँ? I started sweating. I've gone back. I've told Jitesh, kya ho raha hai? He's like, no, don't worry. People will understand. edit this part or whatever, don't worry, you start again. And that whole performance, I remember Bhai had just made like eye contact with me and I had to look into his eyes and dance, which is not easy because I was trying to smile and all and he, even if he is smiling, he won't smile. So he was just looking at me like, so I didn't know if he liked my performance or no, but I think he did like it eventually. It was? Janvi was 12 that time. That performance.
Janvi, tell us about your first association with Filmfare.
Well, firstly, I'd just like to say thank you to everyone in this dais for including me in this celebration of what we all know has been a milestone year for Indian cinema. And I think also a celebration of this amazing state in our country that's given us so much culturally, given us cinema so much. And I, in fact, in the past year, have spent a lot of time in Gujarat. I shot significant bits of our upcoming film, Mr. and Mrs. Mahi, in Ahmedabad. I went for my cricket camp in Baroda. We shot another schedule in Surat. So Gujarat really does feel like home. And I really don't think there's a better place for us to have this Filmfare celebration. And yeah, my first memory of Filmfare, I think, it was actually with Mom. So as everyone knows, Mom wasn't a very outgoing person. But when it came to Filmfare, at home, it was always like a family outing. Like we'd get ready, we'd go, and she was very excited to show me, you know, all of these amazing performances. And I'd pick out her dress. And I remember the first Filmfare that I ever went for. I picked out what she wore. She wore this black gown. तो हाँ मैं हाथ पकड़ के पहुँच जाती थी देखने के लिए सब कुछ. So yeah.
And finally, your first ever performance at Filmfare?
Was also film. My first ever stage performance was also Filmfare, yeah. And it was a lot of fun. I think that's when I actually fell in love with dancing and performing on stage for a live audience. And yeah, that's because you all were so welcoming and so encouraging. And I can't wait to be back on the Filmfare stage.
But genuinely, as artists, when we perform at Filmfare, it's always the best. Like behind the scenes, you don't see how much hard work Anu puts in, or how much of the other, you know, the other editors over there or the other journalists over there help you out from Times Group. And Jitesh is always welcoming and comforting, especially when you're new, you're full of nerves, and even when you've done a few years in this business, you get nervous, you know, just before facing a crowd. And I believe this time in Gujarat, the capacity is of like 10,000 people. उससे भी ज़्यादा. ब्लैक हो जाएगी टिकट्स. बट हम चाहते हैं कि पूरा फुल हाउस हो गुजरात में, मतलब गांधीनगर में एकदम जलसा का मॉल हो, मतलब एकदम मजा आ जाए भाई उधर. हम चाहते हैं वो. और स्पेशली मेरे लिए, मतलब I genuinely love Gujarat so much that I married a Gujarati. My wife is Gujarati, so it's very exciting. My bhabhi is also Gujarati. Who in Dharma is from Gujarat?
Apurva is from Gujarat. He is my
the
boss.
CEO.
My CEO, my boss is from Gujarat. It's a personal connection.
Everyone's boss is from Gujarat. It's true.